It's the national sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Commanders. And it's all up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Commanders. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Stafford now to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson, 35 yards. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On first down, Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wentz. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. Going right back to Dotson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 3. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. This is caught. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Could he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Stafford. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw is Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter, and the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to roll it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. Empty.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Wentz finding McLaurin there for the Commanders' 1st. Here's Wentz to throw. Out left to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Back to throw, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense going back to work. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. He's tackled down inside the 20. And the Rams getting set to go now. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now a play fake it at Stafford. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. Very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed,
and he can't get rid of it, he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Stafford. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at the 18. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Thomas brings it in.
Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But it hasn't been a banner 1st half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
2nd down and goal. Wentz.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
And it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Robinson's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not much going on this drive. Have to pound away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing is Wentz.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
Here's Wentz to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. On play action, Wentz.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Wentz. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far, brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wentz.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. Wentz and Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
On play action, it's Wentz.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And some room to maneuver.
And he's able to motor his way down to his 16-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Gibson again.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that 1st half for the Rams. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the 2nd half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. And the 1st half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Wentz going to throw.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. To throw, it's Wentz. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it first and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense.
A CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin. We're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Stafford now to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Take it in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense back out there. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Wentz to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Complete, it's Dotson. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down at Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Allen Robinson on the receiving end from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's Wentz to throw.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. On play action, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
On play action, it's Wentz. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Wentz.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at FedEx Field.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Able to connect with Dotson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Here's a give to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball. 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was over.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Stafford here. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Stafford, they'll set up. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run with Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this one too low. A good passing attack, even though that one was incomplete. It's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Stafford on 1st down. He'll get it inside the 20. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled.
And a loose football.
2nd and short now following the fumble.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz.
Quick slant, Dotson.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams.
Now Stafford. And this is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
To the air again, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. The quick slant caught, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Wentz to throw. Thomas brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 95 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Wentz. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.